So you gotta wait for one of your friends to be like, I think I need to go to the bathroom. I'd be like, you know what? I might have to too. Knowing you're about to devastate somebody's day.
check. Yeah, you're welcome. You can hear this beautiful voice.
That was a bit of a struggle.
This is a grace of your morning, hearing me.
This is such a struggle. You know, it's an amazing thing
What's that?
that I think yours is like this too. The Samsung control that controls your Samsung TV.
Oh, yes. I rarely utilize that, but yes, it is a thing. I should probably try to utilize it more in my life. Probably be more interesting.
The thing with me is if the control's beyond arm's reach, I'm not gonna reach for the control. I'm just gonna use my phone.
No, that makes perfect sense. I love that. I just don't use that feature. I really should.
Laziness at its best, AJ. It's convenient.
Yeah.
I think I've told you this. My phone doesn't open. It's been a few months. Like this is it. This is as far as it gets.
Really?
I bought the 3-year warranty. Just haven't done it yet. I'm waiting. But I go without a phone for 2 weeks.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
Well then.
Now you know why I haven't done it.
Try to take crack away from a crackhead for 2 weeks. You're gonna get your hand bitten off.
Mm-hmm. So I
take John's ice cream sandwich away from him. He's gonna kill you.
I will kill you 100%. You will die. So
specifically me. You could be the one to take it from him, you listener. But if you take it from him, I will suffer the wrath.
I will come after you. I will drive 40 miles, 34 miles, and stab you in the heart.
Jesus Christ. A death fit for a king.
Oh, yeah. You will die. At this point, I'm just daring somebody to take my sandwich. I want a reason to kill you.
There you go. Next live event. Go for it. Take John's phone. Kindly give it back at the end of the show. Please do not be a thief. But yeah, if you want to see him kill me anyway, go for it. I'm going to keep my camera far from my face. I am old, tired, and puffy this morning. I didn't get to shower. I'm a grumpy grouch.
Okay. Yeah. I had a few drinks last night. So
oh, did you?
I'm a little tired too.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I went to well, Yvonne got me, this is a birthday gift. She bought me 2 hours of bowling.
Nice.
It was until about
John's alley.
It was nice until about an hour. And then I was like, holy shit, we still have another hour.
Were you at least having some pitchers of beer in this time?
No. I was
sober bowling. Okay, that's part of it.
I was doing relatively well until about game number 5, and then I was starting to crash. It was hell. My hand is so fucking sore from all of the bowling that we
bowling. We're calling it. Sure. Getting some tennis elbow from all that bowling. Sure.
Oh man,
sounds good. Oh,
so yeah.
Cool.
I don't think I would do 2 hours of bowling.
No, at least not consecutively.
Well, we had to. It's like some kind of gift card thing she bought. So
I see. You couldn't like split it up like an hour now, an hour another time.
We were committed for 2 hours, and I told her we are not leaving until we get the 2 hours worth.
If there's one thing I know about you, Della Molinas, you will take full advantage of whatever the situation is. Like, oh, okay, you don't want to drink this beer? I'm already way too drunk to live. But I will drink that cocktail for you.
I will do it right now. Give it here. So that was in Tustin. We went to go and see Black Widow in that area.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So there's a bowling alley there, and we decided to walk. It was only like a 3-minute walk. There's a Whole Foods like across the street. Daddy got down. Nice. I went there, and they had, what was the name of it? It was a triple IPA. God, I couldn't even tell you what it was. And then Enjoy By. They had Enjoy By on tap there. That was way bigger.
That's cool. Wow.
Than the one I go to in Irvine. I was like, whoa, they have way more beer here.
Sure. Nice.
So, I had the triple. I had an Enjoy By, and then Yvonne and I left, and she found out that there was a TJ Maxx right across. And like most women, she takes forever at TJ Maxx and Ross and Marshalls. So
True.
she was like, I feel like you're rushing me. I was like, I can walk right back to that bar right now.
Hell yeah. You have fun. I'm going to have
I
fun.
can chill. I was like, so if
Yeah.
that's what you want to do, if you think you're gonna be here for longer than 30 minutes, I can just go right back to Whole Foods. So she
Yep.
was like, yeah. I was like, okay, but I'm only giving you an hour. So then I walked back, and then I did the same run. This time I did Enjoy By, and then I did the triple.
Okay.
A
little backflip.
I got a pretty toasty.
I can imagine.
I asked the guy because I had been curious if like the bars are individually owned because they're named different. The one in Tustin is called the Hangar.
Okay.
And the one in Irvine, I believe, is the IRV bar. Something along those lines. It's an abbreviation for Irvine.
Right.
I was a little intoxicated, so I'm probably didn't hear this correctly. But I think he said there are definitely Whole Foods that don't have bars.
Sure.
It all depends on the volume. If they're a high volume store, they will open up a bar.
Okay.
So
cool.
they're, and then I think he said they were like owned by like individuals that work with Whole Foods.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. They probably just give it to the highest bidder. Like who wants to open their bar, their establishment within our establishment, within our markets, and then whoever wants to pay the most on the lease.
So when I brought up the sweet deal they have in Irvine. If you buy the wings, you get the beers for $4.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. You did mention that recently.
Fuck yeah.
That's a sweet deal, baby.
I love that deal. I don't think I said it on the pod. I think I told you in person, but I went there a week ago, 2 weeks ago. 3 beers, an order of wings. I paid after tip $23. Like,
not bad.
That's not bad at all.
The only problem is after tip, he didn't actually tip, so therefore,
I just walked away.
Yeah. He grabbed the receipt, threw it at the guy's face. Thanks for the beer, jackass.
So he told me, and I don't know how true this is. I feel like he was full of shit. But
tip your wait staff, people.
No, don't do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Especially AJ's establishment.
No, yeah. If I'm involved, everyone else, please
kill him if somebody takes my sandwich, my ice cream sandwich. He told me that some Whole Foods go as far as to brew their own beer.
Whoa, that's cool. What the heck?
I don't feel like that's true. I feel like that's where he was full of shit. So I asked him.
Far.
I was like, "Can you name me one that does that?" And he's like, "Oh," he thought about it for a second. He's like, "Yeah, Laguna Niguel." I was like, "Well, actually, I work not very far from there, so I'm gonna check it out."
Hell yeah, that would be amazing if that ended up being the case.
And I'll be back if they're not brewing their own beer.
That's pretty tight, though. Well, then I hope it ends up being a great discovery. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I looked it up 10 minutes away from my work, so
there you go.
I am more curious than anything else. Now I'm really starting to love Whole Foods. Like they easily had 7 IPAs, but my eyes went straight to the triple and the Enjoy By.
Of course. There'll be other times of the year to be able to enjoy all the other IPA they have on tap, but while it's Halloween time, while we're in the midst of spooky season, get the Enjoy By, go for that nice triple. If you end up recalling or in a future date remembering what that triple was, I'd be interested to hear what it was.
I wish I remembered the name of it. Out. It was pretty decent too. I don't have the receipt. I don't know what the fuck happened to that receipt.
That's okay. I'm just curious. I know I'm curious since you're not quite recalling. I'm like, ooh, what could it have been? Obviously, there's plenty of triples out there, but
yeah, when it was on the weaker side, 10%. Weaker side.
So I know, right? Still a nice little jump up from where the Enjoy By was. Very cool.
Slightly, like 0.6 more. I think the Enjoy By 9.2, 9.4?
9.4 typically for the Enjoy
so then
nowadays.
0.6.
Gotcha.
We've completed the Exodia collection.
Nice. Yes. I actually have some Enjoy By in the fridge too.
The Halloween ones? I will not be
bringing that right now. Yes.
Well, that's good to know because I don't know. My dad didn't like them. I'll find out on Friday. I left the 2 I was supposed to save at my parents
Mm-hmm.
when we got together at on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully my dad didn't drink them. If he didn't, then we have Exodia. If not, then we might have to buy another 6-pack. But
That's all right. That's all right. I think our only issue is that for myself, I'm hoping and assuming that it's still going to be found for a little while. But the next thing we know, November's going to roll around and we're going to be like, shit.
yeah,
We're going to have to pay like $30 for a 6-pack.
I won't let that happen. I will
Okay.
make sure that we have them.
Okay.
I've waited too long to do the special. I want it now.
Sure. Most definitely. And again, I gave you the 4th of July ones, right? I think I remember personally handing them to you. One of the last times that you and the wifey came down.
I don't think that happened, AJ.
You
On
sure?
an unrelated story, I recently drank some Enjoy Bites 4th of July edition.
Okay, maybe we actually finished them on my birthday now that I think about it.
You were really good. Your dad was really good, and you had 4 left. So we were really bad, and we had 2 of the 4.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. I'm like, does this math add up for me? I'm not sure. It was a fuzzy night.
I have them. The worst one too. I think. I am so excited about doing this.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh man. I can't wait to have all 4.
Do you want to remind people what we're exactly talking about, or should we just leave it clouded in mystery for now?
Clouded in mystery. As far as they know, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Drinkable, enjoyable Yu-Gi-Oh!
Fair enough. There's actually a new set that came out. I've been kind of wanting to look into it. I know nothing about the game anymore, but not that I knew much back then either. But at the same time, I still am curious. I still follow them on social media, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, just to, look at cool looking cards and stuff like that. But I have no idea what the fuck is going on in that meta anymore.
Yeah, they have the monster cards that have magics to them now, right? Shit like that.
That's just what I've heard from our friendship circle. I had no idea that was a thing until we started talking about that randomly. I'm like, holy crap, really? It's like that now? Dear God. Mm-hmm. One thing I've been meaning to ask you, sorry if you can hear shouting in the background, is, yes, the WhiskyX Festival. So last time we talked about it, we had to quickly go through. But I wouldn't mind hearing a little bit more because it seemed like it was pretty crazy. Like where it was located, what you guys did, what you guys got to try.
Okay.
I know you gave some brief shout outs, but yeah.
It was definitely in the middle of the ghetto.
Nice. Where you want to have a lot of people drunk on whiskey.
Yeah, it was definitely. And it was crazy because we ended up having a park like half a mile away, if not a mile. It was a decent walk. And where we parked, we passed through like a club that was nameless. Never saw that before. There was just a long line of people and you just kind of hear music. That was awesome. And
interesting.
Then when we were walking towards the WhiskyX when we first got there, there was a building next to it and they were literally gospel singing going on. I'm like, that's our sign that we found the whiskey. We found it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Give me whiskey.
Praise. We've made it in.
Praise the whiskey gods.
A nice light shone down from above unto you. Very nice.
So we had the VIP. So we were able to get it an hour before general admission. And we were a little late. Not we. Okay. Not we. The person I went with. We're just slightly, very slightly, very, very slightly late. So we showed up about 30 minutes into the VIP hour. Okay. And there was already a long line of peasants.
Jesus. Those who were not VIP.
Yeah, exactly. Peasants. All of them. Peasants. Yeah. Peasants. So we went in and we knew because of how long the line of peasants were. We we had to tackle the ones that we wanted to try.
Yeah.
So for an easy 30 minutes, it was whiskey after whiskey after whiskey after whiskey. We had, from what I remember, we had Whistle Pig.
Yes.
And it was nice. What was that?
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna remember all the whiskeys, but I know Whistle Pig because I love Whistle Pig. But Whistle Pig had the 6 rye year and then the 6 year bourbon. Uh,
Okay.
so I gotta have Peter try the bourbon because I told him it's one of the best bourbons I've ever had, especially for the price point. I think it's like $60.
The piggyback
Um,
bourbon.
bourbon. I don't know if you've had that.
No, I
Oh,
haven't. Only the rye.
it is so good. It's very smooth.
Ooh, baby. Nice to hear
Um,
that what originated as a rye, they were able to make into a great bourbon. Good to know.
I
Hell
think
yeah.
that's their first and only bourbon too.
That I'm aware of.
Yeah. And then they had the 10-year, but this was only for VIP because once it hit
Ooh.
seven, they put him away. But it was the small batch 10-year. Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
that was delicious. I went right back into that line and got another pour
Didn't
because they
mind?
give no, not at all. They gave
Okay.
you like 1 ounce. So,
Okay.
most places were tight, 1 ounce. Um, so yeah, I definitely went right back. I'm like, this is fucking delicious. Went right back to that line and got my second ounce. Uh,
Nice.
so that was a great one. We went to I don't remember who makes it. Rare Breed,
Oh, that would be wild turkey.
Wild Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I had Rare Breed, and then they had a new, different one I've never tried before. I think it's one that's a step up from Rare Breed,
Ooh.
which was delicious.
Rare
Um,
bird, I wonder.
I couldn't tell you.
I'll have
The
to look
whiskey
that
was
up.
starting to set in.
Curious. No,
Uh,
of course, of course. It gets fuzzy after a little while.
we had a lot. Then we went to Four Roses,
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool.
and we had all of the ones they had to offer. We stood there and we just started drinking.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Uh, Kentucky Owl, which again, I think I said this on the previous episode, was the one I was most looking forward to because it's
Hmm.
one I've always wanted to get. I just don't like dropping $100 on whiskeys,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
so
feel you.
it was nice to get it for free, and it was fucking delicious.
That's awesome, dude.
There was one other one I couldn't tell you, but I want to say within those first 30 minutes, we must have had 12 to 16 ounces. Like we were throwing back the whiskey in those first 30 minutes because we knew once the peasants were let in,
Hmm.
we were
It'd
gonna
be
have to
all
wait in long
over.
lines.
Yeah.
Um, so after that, they had a nice little area that had a lot of food trucks.
Ooh, okay, okay,
So
cool.
so, so we got some Mexican food, and then
Sober up ever so slightly.
no, we actually were really good after that. The
Okay.
lines kind of were a turnoff.
Ah, okay, okay.
So when we went inside, and Peter had a drive, so we
Sure.
both agreed that maybe like two more pours. And then I agreed that he would only have two more pours, and I would have seven more pours. Um,
Well, if you're not driving.
so then I'm gonna be honest with you. At that point, I didn't care about what brand of whiskey I was drinking.
Sure.
I was just whatever there was no line. I was gonna try your whiskey.
Nice. Do you remember what those were by chance? I'm just curious.
Again, didn't care. Just went into the line, give me a pour, downed it, went to the next.
Nice. Do you remember
So
liking those ones?
no, no,
You don't remember or you didn't like them?
I don't think I liked them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, there
Gotcha.
was there was at least two where I didn't throw them away, but
Uh-huh.
I threw them away in my body.
Fair enough. Fair
It was
enough.
more of a I'm gonna just down this and wish it was
Right.
over than
Let me
throw it
have
away.
my tongue dodge this real quick. Let me
Yeah,
just
just
can I toss it past my tongue? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Uh, there was one place this guy made me laugh. He it was a rum place, like it was
Ooh.
clearly rum, which
Mm-hmm.
is weird because it's a whiskey festival. And
Right.
he goes up to it and he stares at their bottles for like 30 seconds, and he's just looking, and I'm looking at him, look at it, and he looks at the girl and he's like, "I'm gonna have the rum." And the girl's like, "They're all rum, sir."
Nice. Hey,
Were
man.
you even looking at the bottles, or did you fucking daze out?
I'll take the rum. God damn. He too was enjoying Whiskey X. Very good.
Oh my god, that's like walking into a library and saying, "I need a book."
Right. I needed the book. Okay. Uh, you know.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that that guy had a good time too. Then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a few trash people. So we weren't there very long. I think in a total an hour and a half.
Hmm.
The whole event, including the VIP, I believe was 3 hours total. So we left
Okay.
maybe about 40 minutes before they were done.
Okay.
We were
Gotcha.
ready to go.
Nah, for sure, for sure. That's like watching Titanic, but just drinking whiskey the entire time. I like that.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you were
And
to
I
go
was
the
the
full
ship.
three
I was
hours.
going down. And then we had the amazing beer festival right after. So I was not trying to be unbelievably hungover.
For that, yeah, smart, good call.
God, that was a nice few days of binge drinking.
I know, my God, especially for you. I mean, I had a couple things to do, but not like actual events where they were geared specifically toward drinking.
Towards
I only
getting
had one
fucked
of
up.
those. Yeah, exactly.
No, you don't go to a whiskey festival and not think you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why,
You
like,
know,
bless Peter for being good.
beer is a little bit more reasonable. Like you can take your time and it can creep up on you,
Sure.
but I don't feel like whiskey's like that. I feel like once the whiskey's in you, the whiskey's in you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
take a
you're
turn
part of it.
right quick. Next thing you know, you're getting a boxing match with a mirror. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's looking at you a weird way.
So that was definitely that was a crazy weekend. I got to go to two festivals for free, both
Yeah,
basically VIP.
it's good to be the John.
Yeah, not John's liver, but the John for sure.
There's a difference here. Got to make sure we keep that in mind. There's certainly a difference in that regard. That's cool. And again, that was called the WhiskyX. And where exactly again?
It was in Los
Whereabouts?
Angeles. Where exactly in Los Angeles? I couldn't tell you. I could tell you the exit. It's off of Soto.
Okay. So yeah, yeah, an interesting area for sure. What
Oh
did
yeah,
it
ghetto.
feel? Did it feel safe and clean when you were actually in the event, or was it still like, I better watch my wallet?
No, in the event, yeah. I mean, it felt safe. They had definitely had a few security on the outsides.
That's good.
Uh, but we parked far enough to where we could have been mugged and then raped and then mugged raped. Yeah, that's the thing.
Gee, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That,
Just to paint a
that
picture.
yeah, that's when they give you back your stuff and then they rob you again of it.
Is that right?
That's what happens right there.
Here you go, friend. Now let me take it back again. Something like that.
No, drop your pants. You're about to get
Exactly.
raped.
And here's a glass of whiskey. Oh, thanks. I think I feel better about this now.
Yeah, so that was that I wanted to smoke a cigar because they gave you cigars for free, but
Oh,
that cigar line, even for the VIP, was fucking ridiculous. There
really?
must have been 20 to 30 people waiting. I was like, I'm not gonna not for a cigar, especially probably like the cheapest cigar you can get.
Maybe.
I'm good.
Maybe.
I'm good.
Was you think a lot of people were just lining up just to have it because it was free?
No, a lot of people. Well, 100% it was free, but a lot of
Okay.
people were smoking it, especially by the food trucks.
Oh wow. Smoking it by the food trucks of all places. Right
Mm-hmm.
where everyone's trying to eat. Did it smell like cigar smoke across the event?
Fuck yeah. Well, no, not in the event
Uh-huh.
because they
And
had like a designated cigar area where you can
oh,
just
okay.
chill outside and smoke.
So was it enclosed where you're actually walking around and doing all your drinking and stuff?
Yeah, it's like inside an empty warehouse, I guess you can say, that they just fill up with booths.
Interesting. Oh, okay. But then inside that, you said there was an outdoor area where they could smoke then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's like right next to the taco trucks or the food trucks, but people were smoking also in the food truck area, which
Gotcha.
didn't seem, I think it was totally allowed because the security were there and they didn't say anything. So,
Got it. That makes sense, I suppose. For sure. But yeah, I feel you. I mean, for a free cigar, we could always just kind of go halvesies on a bottle one of these days, or how whoever wants to be involved.
and
We could
then
actually
just
go
mug
to
it.
a store and buy us, like, get recommended a really, a decent cigar as well, and then just do that. That way you don't have to worry about a freaking 30-person deep line. You know,
Yeah.
what's an extra, I don't know, $20 for a nice cigar at that point?
Oh, yeah. And, it's funny because I'm like that with gas. Sometimes you just got to be like, is it really worth your time? It's like, and this is just a fake number. I make $50 an hour.
Right.
I'm only really saving $10. I'm gonna just go to the gas station that has no line.
I feel you. I
Time
feel
is
you.
money, and it's
Quality of
definitely not
life.
waiting in a Costco line.
Fair enough.
On an unrelated note, I love Costco gas.
Completely unrelated,
It's
but at the same time, I love saving me that money, and I will spend the 10
yeah,
minutes in
yeah.
line doing it.
I'm a broke ass bitch. I wish I was making $50 an hour.
For sure. Oh, but when you get those days where you roll right up through and it's only like a 3 minute situation where between you pumping gas and not, I'll take that, dude. There's
Oh
like
no.
I'll have those. Like sometimes on like a random day off, I'll go. I'm not gonna say what time of the day because it usually works out to where it's mostly fine. But I'm like, really, right now? Oh, okay, this is usually rush hour and traffic, but it's
I'm to
cheap.
pull
It's
up.
short lines over here. I'll do it. But I still think on record, the shortest Costco line I ever been in was with you the morning of your bachelor weekend, where we showed up and it was like 5 in the morning or something like that, and they were just opening.
We went to Costco. We didn't put gas at the gas station by your. Oh, I wasn't with you.
Oh,
I
I
don't
did
think
it
I
by
was with.
myself. I could have
Yeah,
sworn you were there.
I don't.
Maybe I did fill it up before
Maybe
you got
it
there.
was with you.
I don't
I
know.
kind of swore we just jumped on the freeway and we took off.
What
Like
am
we
I
met at
thinking of?
Peters
Uh-huh.
and then we went from there.
And then
But
yeah,
I
we
don't
went to
know.
Peters because he and Diego were waiting, got them, and then yeah, we kind of that's right. And then we drove for a while down the road, and then eventually in like a little city, we pulled off and then got gas there.
That's where I blew up the bathroom and then you walked right out. You walked right out. I'm talking, I blew up that bathroom.
Yes, you did.
I was proud of my work.
I will usually stomach whatever travesty I walk into, but that one I was like,
not that travesty.
I can wait. I can wait. I I can't wait, but I can wait.
One of the few times I've actually seen AJ go, nope, I'm gonna just hold it in.
I'll usually just go for it and just swallow my pride and bury my nose in my shirt or something, but not that time. That my eyebrows were falling off. It's pretty bad. But I was proud of you. I was like, my boy eating good. Or maybe not, considering the travesty that went down in his bathroom right now. Dear God.
Oh my God. I remember laughing so hard. You walked in, you walked out.
It was too early in the morning for that literal shit.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Well, let's call it on a high note before we go. An episode of Beer Belly would not be complete without John's lovely words of wisdom for the week. Go ahead, sir.
Eat all of the junk food the day before a trip. Okay. Maybe throw in a little bit of some garlic.
Ooh.
Just let it boil in the belly.
Let it steep overnight.
Because you know you're gonna go on a trip with your boys.
Can hardly get through this. Okay.
Oh my God, and save it. It's gonna hurt, but you squeeze those cheeks together. Because you know at some point one of your friends, and you can't be too obvious about it, you don't want to be the one to say, hey, let's go to the bathroom. That's where the trust goes out of the door. So you gotta wait for one of your friends to be like, I think I need to go to the bathroom. I'd be like, you know what, I might have to too. knowing you're about to devastate somebody's day.
My head hurts a little bit.
When you get to that gas station, you run in there. You make sure you're the first one.
Oh yeah. It might have been someone else's idea, but you're gonna take advantage of it. I respect that.
You turn on your Spotify to distract from the noises. You play a nice loud song. You just let loose. All of that hard work is about to pay off. Oh my God. Then you let your best man walk in there and make him wonder if he wants to be your best man.
Yeah. Very good.
Oh, I call that the plan of evil.
That's wisdom right there. Oh, very good. Ladies, feel free to exercise this tip as well. of course.
Ooh. Oh, it worked. That's the best thing. It works for all humans.
Yeah. You got an anus? You got a way to make this happen for you. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Ooh.
Drop them bombs in the banyo. That's all you got to do.
That was too good.
That's a hell of a way to start the day. I need another cup of coffee now.
Oh, man.
and a shower to wash my shame from this conversation. That being said, if you'd like to please hit us up on our socials, let us know what we should drink for future episodes. We were sober boys for this one. John's got some big plans for the day and for the rest of the weekend and such. It's really exciting. Maybe we could talk about that in a future episode. But until then, at BeerBellyPod, BeerBellyPod@gmail.com.
Mail.
Shoot us your emails. If commenting on socials isn't quite your thing, that's fine. But again, send us out your tips. What you feel like we should drink for future episodes. If you'd like to be able to donate to the show, help us keep the lights on and such. That's you can find our Venmo account linked in every episode description as well. It all helps out a whole bunch. Thank you very much. Other than that, yeah, thanks for telling us about telling your friends about us, I should say, rating us on whatever podcasting platform you listen to us on or watch on Spotify. Those 5 stars, all 120 stars, always help.
120 stars. Get that Yoshi. Gives you 100 lives.
Thanks for writing us a review. Real quick little thing. Like, hey, they ain't so bad. 5 stars on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. Amazing as always. Or you can even rate on Podcast Addict. Wherever you happen to listen to us on.
Just review us and follow.
Yeah.
Do both.
I happen to lean more towards Podcast Addict and Spotify myself. I think my boy over here could probably attest the same.
Mm-hmm. Strictly Podcast Addict, actually.
There you go.
But yes.
There you go. All right, then. Well, have a good one. We'll see you next week. Again, send in your questions, your comments for us to be able to talk about in future episodes. It'd be fun to have some mailbag episodes where we just go down the email chain or go down our tweet line or comments on Instagram, TikTok, what have you, and just read off whatever.
Oh, we bite back. We'll talk shit back, too, so make it fun.
Make it fun. All right. We'll see you then. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye.